Hi, we talked about imaginary numbers, but I didn't tell you something how you can probably remember or recollect this. Okay, just the way I think it can be remembered. I just told that okay, there is a graph like this, okay, and this is like y is equal to x squared, and it meets okay, this is like y is equal to x squared, and it meets x-axis here, and this is the solution of this equation. So this solution is in the real line. Okay, this is the point. There was one more equation like this, like y is equal to x squared plus 1, and it is never meeting the x-axis, and there was no solution to be visualized. And that is where the concept of imaginary came in, where the solution for this equation become like I squared is equal to minus 1. Okay, this is the point, or I is equal to square root of minus 1. Okay, this is the solution of this equation. So I mean, like we found that it meets the point here in x-axis. Here we haven't found where it meets. And I just give an example. The number rotates. The solution is somewhere here. Okay, that's the point here. So just let's, in order to intuitively understand how this looks, let's imagine that we are asked to, monitor a couple of, few falls, waterfalls, and try to find note down the points where it meets the ground or the x-axis. Okay, so you have like let's take one waterfall as an example. Okay, it's a waterfall here. The waterfalls. Okay, and you're standing here. Okay, and here you observe that okay, this is the ground, and you find that okay, these are all the points where this waterfalls meet the ground on the x-axis. So there's one more waterfall like this. This is one more waterfall. Okay, and the waterfalls like this. Okay, and imagine that these are rocks out here, and the water doesn't fall these two sides, and it flows like this, and you walk in here and find out okay, this is the point where it meets the x-axis. So this is the solution. So there could be many types of falls out here. Okay, so this could be another falls. Okay, where the water flows in like this, and it flows below the ground, and there are rocks out here, and the water falls here. Okay, and as well, and it keeps moving. So you walk around, okay, and tell, okay, the point where it touches the ground is this point, this point, this point, and okay, four different solutions for this equation. So, and if the water flows below this, and you don't bother about it, as long as it crosses the ground, that's the point we're pointing it out. And these are rocks in between, so the water does not flow here. Now, you are able to observe where the water is hitting the ground, and you are able to make a solution for this equation. And that this is the point where it touches. So for many thousands of years, they were not able to figure out the solution for this because the water is falling. Okay, and there was a guy standing here and was never able to figure out where this water is going and falling in. Okay, and crossing the x-axis. So what was actually happening is there were rocks here. The water was flowing like this. Okay, and it was hitting the ground somewhere here. So which means that the water flow here and falls out here. That's the reason we were trying to find the imaginary plane to be like this. Okay, instead of water falling here where we are expecting the solution to be, it was falling out here and between the rocks were hiding it. Okay, and the water flows here and it kind of moves around. So this is the point. Okay, so that is how the imaginary numbers can be visualized. Okay, even though the imaginary numbers are not actually imaginary, they do exist. That since that we were not able to see it for many years, they termed it as imaginary. So we'll just flip this waterfall around here. Okay, so the water falls like this, and the person was standing here. Okay, and probably it was moving around. Okay, the person standing here was expecting the falls to touch the water. Touch the ground here, whereas it was touching the ground somewhere which we could not see. Okay, let's say this is not the ground. I'll draw it one more time. So let's say the dimension is like this. So far we have been facing the waterfall. So let's say the water is falling like this, and I'm facing this side, right? So the person standing here is facing, and he's expecting it to hit the water here, on the x-axis. It was never happening. Okay, and the x-axis is this section. So because I am standing in this, the x-axis is this, and it was never happening. What was actually happening is that it was hitting at this point in this axis. Okay, that is called the imaginary axis. Okay, imaginary. So instead of trying to wait for the solution here, they realize that the solution is here. Okay, that is the reason the x-axis, which is having solution for all these problems, does not apply here, and I have to kind of rotate around and go to this point, okay, and figure out where the point is. That is how you can visualize the imaginary numbers. Okay, thank you.